Hey, what's going on? Welcome to your live, that's right, ish show Saturday. That's right. I figured I just want to hang out with you guys, right? See what's going on in your world. Talk about some current events, things like that. My dog's just chilling over there, right? She's a movie star too. So let's chit chat, right? Well, I don't know. It is the season to be starting to get ready to vote, isn't it? Yes, that's right. We're gonna get ready to vote. And right now I think New Hampshire is the first state to start the voting. Yeah. So are you voting? What are you doing? Come on, give me a little heads up here, right? We'll get into if you are voting, who you are and who you're not, whatever, but just picking at that topic, right? Definitely I will be, of course. Yeah. But I do have some issues that I think need to be addressed, right? And the first one I really think that needs to be addressed is the idea of education. Period. Point blank. It's like this: we pulled our kids out of school, right? COVID, they went online, blah blah blah. They're used to being online, so they were thinking it should have been an easy transition, but it wasn't because some of the kids. I know it's different when you got hands on. You know what I'm saying? So they got kind of stuck, and some of them, didn't go to school, whatever. Just studies show that those kids have been held back pretty gruesomely. Okay. So I think that number one priority is definitely education. Definitely all about vocational, hands on training in the high schools again. We should do that. Definitely put God back in there. You know what I mean? But what do you think? Leave a comment. Tell me what's up. This is just like Sidewinder Saturday. You're talking about some smack, right? Um, Yeah, what do you think about the border? Hmm? 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 What do you think about that? I think it's a catastrophe because I can remember back when somebody was first in office and they were refusing to even do anything about it. I mean, even the czar of the border would not go down and see how bad it was, despite all that being on the news and the governor being like, "Hey, oh, we're drowning over here," before we actually had the flood, right? Right. And so now it's just so funny how this establishment had that mentality back then, but then now all of a sudden they have a different mentality of we got to save the world, right? And I don't like that because the only reason why was they were a sham the whole damn time. And then all of a sudden they want to come in at the end and play hero like they're gonna save the day. And I think we're tired of that. Haven't we had that? I'll be your savior coming in and uh where were you when you first came in? Right? Yeah. Yeah, something like that is a little bit off-putting, I think, for sure. But the influx definitely has overwhelmed Texas for sure, and the shame of being able to threaten basically the governor to be like, "You're gonna do it our way or that's it." No, that's by force. That's totalitarian. That's dictatorship. We don't play that way. You can't help out. And why do you want to keep the feds in that park anyways? Why don't you string the feds around everywhere else? Hmm? Stretch them all the way across. Don't just keep them in the park. Is that your safe haven because it's federal territory or some shit? Right? You got the feds there, so you could do your little sorting of the people. I can't with that. It's beyond me. I don't understand it. Well, I do, and it's actually kind of grotesque. But hey, um, it's kind of getting to a point where it's going to cripple us, like it is right now. It's like threatening and all this other stuff to let the feds in on the border. I mean, they were already there, weren't they? I mean, were they already there? Wasn't she getting jacked up? So now that you got booted out, you want to come back for what? Keep jacking it up? Can't. No abuse of power for sure. That's just gross. But one thing I am definitely glad is that within 24 hours, 25 states all sided with Texas and said, "We got this with you." And that's what you call family, my friends, because they know it's a bunch of bull malarkey crapola, right? They do. Telling you. And it's just a shame that I read like 2 years ago, like there was an article in the newspaper that I saved. I think it was the Washington Post talking about the president, talking about us citizens, we don't need the Second Amendment because it's not to come against the government. What is it for then? I mean, other than protecting ourselves and our neighborhood and our homes. But if you're invading our homes and all that other stuff and taking over the way that you are and not really being like a president, but being more like a dictator, then that's not what we signed up for. So that's why that is in place. So we can protect ourselves because we're supposed to have a militia. Where's our militia? Right? Congress is supposed to be running that to make sure that it's armed and stocked and at least in existence. Right? So the twist on the Constitution is just grotesque. Grotesque. And I don't understand it that you could be so blatantly ignorant to that and then think we're going to just play along like we're dumb. Not all of us are. And the ones that you might think are just a little bit ignorant because they lack that knowledge of understanding because you're so good at twisting things to make people not see the truth. But you put it right in front of the faces of the people that have common sense and they see it and they're like, what? The audacity. I can't. So education definitely needs to be, I think, first looked at, because us old timers, we had a little bit of time. The next generation is supposed to be carrying us, right? As we did to the past generation. Yeah. So what you got? What you got? The threat, though, saying that basically anybody that supported Trump was definitely on their hit list. Yeah, and if you're a veteran and you support Trump, you're definitely on the hit list. Okay, so that explains like the gang stalking, all these other things. Because what? Checking to see if it's a threat? Psh, please, I think it's the other way around because this is a mirror. When you're looking at is really what you are portraying to yourself because you're just projecting a whole bunch of narcissism crap. Yeah. So we don't go for that this year. So people, please get out there, do your part. Freeze, cold, rain, and snow up to your nose. If you want to make a change, you want to make a difference, you got to put in that action. That's called manifestation, right? You want something to happen, you got to start to put the works together to make things happen. Like kind of if you want to make breakfast, or let's just say you're hungry, then you want breakfast. Well, the physical acts of actually making breakfast is what we call, in earthly terms, manifestation, because you're putting the works together to make the actions happen to actually make that goal, dream, aspiration, whatever fantasy come true. Right? That's on earth terms. Yeah. So I just wanted to kick that with you a little bit here. Come on live. See what y'all doing on this Saturday. Right? I hope you're sat day. Right? You sat your day. Break it down. 3 syllables. Sat your day. Anyways, me and my dog just hanging out, right? Just try not to do some work today, you know what I mean? But the cards keep calling me and beckoning me. So I don't know. Maybe later, I'll do like a later reading of a later zodiac sign that's next. But I don't know. I kind of want people to jump in on this and really see if they're gonna, vote. They have some gripes and things they want to kind of bitch at, or just at least express. Because I mean, this is a platform for us to be expressing how we feel about things in a certain manner. You know what I mean? So I'm just giving you guys that chance, that I don't know, confidence, maybe, whatever, to ring the bell because it's time. Anyways, get your IDs, go out and vote when you can. It's very important. Make sure you really look over all the factors. Don't just remember what happened last week, but remember happened 2 years ago, right? Yeah, then you'll be able to have a better understanding of the whole picture. Okay. But with that being said, man, I'm gonna cut it short because I'm actually kind of hungry. I just want to kick it here live for y'all. See what's up. But other than that, be blessed, be brave, be well. Think about it and hit me up in the comments because I know y'all will. And I definitely will get back to you. Peace out, my friends. Have a good one. I'm out.